Hello and welcome to Brookvale Oval here tonight in the semi-final. In the first time in club history for the West Tigers, they are taking on the Seagulls in a final. The Seagulls, a familiar position for them in this club that has had a huge dynasty over many years, as they look off to play against the Dolphins next week. One of these teams will be going on to play up in Redcliffe, or one of these teams will be eliminated. It is the semi-final, ladies and gentlemen, of Season 9, the second one of the round of Week 2 finals. And finals footy doesn't get much better than this. I'm your Commissioner Wilkie, very excited for this matchup, as we looked at these two teams and how they've lined up exactly the same as last week. The Manly Seagulls going down against the Melbourne Storm in a bit of a nail-biter game. They were up 12-0 at one point, ended up being 24-12 in the Storm's favour. And they'll be looking to really improve upon that. The Tigers, they've absolutely smoked the Sharks last week. So we see whether or not the Tigers will be able to come up with a performance like that against the Seagulls this week. So could be interesting indeed. And looking at some past performances here, the Seagulls, when they played the Tigers, just the one time, of course, when they played them earlier this season, quite early this year, just would have been around round 6 or so. And also, okay, that's a massive run from Lachlan McKinnon. He gets an offload away to Luke Thompson. But it was Manly getting up 24-6 over the Tigers. This time they're in Brookvale, though. And the Tigers, they've got this spirit about them. We'll wait to see what happens in this one. It's a good first set here from the Tigers. 2 minutes into the match and completing their first set deep into enemy territory, as that high kick is allowed just to bounce there. It's going to be KCK attacking it and brought down by Barner, but a testing kick early on there for KCK. And the Tigers, good completion to the set. Not much chase on the bomb, but definitely a good set from them. As Freddie Anderson taking the first hit up. They go to the left now. It's going to be Rex Buckingham. Goes out to Jason Farah, as he's brought down just on the TBC Live logo. Third now as they spread it out to the right. Lewis gives it out to Chapman Kenny. As KCK through the line. Good run there. And brought down as that's the fourth. Manly play it out to Mobs again. Mobs breaking the tackle. Moving to right second row in recent times. After the departure of Creed Alex Chapman, the team has seen some movements from round 14 onwards. Cyrus Marks taking the first run there and brought down. And that'll be the first. And quite a few changes incoming for this Tiger side, I believe, in Season 10. A lot of players on the free agency market. A lot of key players. I know that Eli Barnes was actually being potentially moved to the halves at one point. I'm not too sure what the situation is at the Tigers at the moment. But there could be some big changes coming, as Riley Murray, the captain, just getting a good run through the middle before being brought down by Matty Harris. And they go to the right. Now it goes Luke Thompson. Spreads the ball out to Eli Barnes. Goes out to Cyrus Marks. Marks stepping around and brought down the 30. That's two good sets there from the Tigers to start this match. As they go Haas. Passes it to Keller. Kicks it crossfield from his own 30. Shannon Freeburn on the kick return. He gets around Zach Brown. And good run there from Shannon Freeburn. As Sione Mata'us wraps him up. And that'll give the Manly side a little bit of confidence. And they just lacked a little bit of tenacity in the second half last week. And they'll be looking to conserve their energy and be able to play all 80. Because, I mean, they played really the first 60 minutes maybe last week, Manly. And then the Storm just showed up and walloped them in the end. So that'll be their key thing tonight, making sure they have enough gas in the tank to get them through the entire match against a team that's known for its defense, honestly, the Tigers. And of course, it's very unconventional attack at times, which can just be the scramble, exhausting. So we'll see the Tigers, how they can control and really get involved in a meaningful way early in this match, and that's a good way to start. Cruz Bontoff, plenty of kick pressure on the 5'8" there, and he spills his lollies. It's Barner picking up as McKinnon racing the ball, and he's looking back to his best already. Lachlan McKinnon in this match, he's looking very comfortable and very confident as Tim James makes his way up through the middle. That'll be the second. It's out to the left, it's going to be Mata'us. Now goes to Zach Brown as he steps. As that'll be the third. Out to the right, now Mataus. Mataus goes to Riley Murray. Murray brushing off one, getting through the line, offloads away to Keller. Keller's in a bit of space there as David Barner gets the offload back from Keller, and that's a great play there from Riley Murray. As his team just gets on the front foot, he may take another hit up. No, they go to McKinnon this time. He's driven back. They should have gone to Riley Murray. And there may be the difference between an attacking kick and a punt kick here. I'm not too sure what the Tigers will do. As they go, Mataus puts it up high. It's a bit of a nothing kick, though. It's going to be brought down by Ben O'Donnell, and yeah, nothing of note there from the West Tigers. I think they just mixed up their options on the second last tackle. They're going to McKinnon when you've got Riley Murray on the right. You know, give it through the big boy's hands. Put Murray through the middle and try and just get on the front foot. Oh, as that'll help him out, though. A stray pass from Carl Lewis, and Tim James picks it off. First tackle on the 30 here for the Tigers. They go to the left. Now's the time you want to use McKinnon as he charges towards a second row and a halfback. And that'll be the second. They go to the right. Now it's Mataus. Pass it to Eli Barnes. Barnes splits the difference through the line. Barnes will score. The West Tigers, the first to score tonight. And Riley Murray very happy with his choice of fullback right now. As Barnes, well, he's well known for his finals performances and gets the Tigers off to a running start here. Beautiful try there from Eli Barnes. Able just to split between the defenders with a nice step. And KCK outpaced on the outside of the post. Fairly easy kick for Luke Thompson. And I think you got to give a whole lot of success, especially in the finals so far. And obviously they've only played about 90 minutes of finals, the Tigers, in their club history. But you got to give a lot of success to this Raiders. I'm not saying I say side, maybe spine. You know, they're a spine that's played a lot together. Luke Thompson, Eli Barnes, Tim James, Sione Mataus even played quite a bit at the Raiders, I believe. So a lot of them very familiar with each other and quality. And a big reason of why the Raiders were so formidable this season. Oh, sorry, in the last few seasons. And at times just missed some opportunities this season was the departure of those players. So they have been absolutely instrumental in such a great season for the Tigers in Season 9 in their inaugural season. As Riley Murray, he's having an all-time game so far. And he knows this may be the last game he plays in Tigers colours for the season. So he is looking to really make a mark as he gets past Matty Harris this time. Riley Murray gets it away to David Barner now. He's having a great game. As they go to the left now, it's going to be Mataus. Pass out to McKinnon. McKinnon driving forward and brought down. The 30-metre is where they are brought down as they'll play the ball. Tigers go out to the right. It's going to be Sione Mataus. Puts it across field. Down to the corner now of Dom Young. Young, where's he going to go? Not able to get around. Actually, not too sure on that centre. I think it's Nathan Haas nowadays playing in the 4. And he wraps him up well as Riley Murray able to wrap up Matty Harris. Tim James comes to help him. As the Tigers, they have just been really able to find meters easily throughout the middle of the field. Riley Murray, a big part of that. And, you know, he's got time to run here. You don't want him to get injured. So you got to be careful with how you're using Riley Murray. But he's been everywhere. And even just look at that play there. They pass out to Parcher in the middle of the park. And Murray is moving. He doesn't make the tackle, but he's moving to get there and make it. So he's really just putting the captain's knock so far. Only 14 minutes in, but he's really putting his heart on the line out there. His body on the line, his heart on his sleeve, rather. As Ben O'Donnell able to step around Freddie Anderson, brought down by Lewis. The reports indicate Carl Lewis actually on the move for Season 10. Manly playmaker who's been with them for a very long time. Having to move on for cap space. Of course, a gold halfback, not easy to keep at times. And especially with big plans, I'm sure that Ruben Mobbs has. Same thing with Matty Harris and not Ollie Parcher, and KCK departing the club at the end of the season. So there'll be some big moves coming from this Manly side that has taken them to the finals so far in Season 10. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Thursday is signing window opening. That'll be a very fun day, I think. So get prepared. We're not going to do any fancy... Well, as far as I'm concerned, we're not going to do any fancy graphics. It's just going to be text, and it's just going to be very quick as they come through. And that'll be the second. Lewis goes that to the left. Now it's Shannon Freeburn. Freeburn stepping around. Shannon Freeburn brought down. As that'll be the third. Playing the ball. Now goes up to the left. It's going to be Jason Farah. Ollie Pache brought down. Fourth tackle now. They go out to the left. It's going to be Aaron Becker, and the pass is flat from Buckingham. As that'll be the fifth and last. Where do they go? Dom Young playing it. Garcia spits it out to Bontoft. As he puts across field, it's once again Ben O'Donnell on the kick return. He's going to shape up nicely though here. He won't get away from KCK. If he could have straightened up and stepped him, he was in the clear, because those wingers and centers, they were nowhere near him. It was a one-on-one situation. As Barnes now, oh my goodness, almost getting away from KCK, but the ankle tap bringing him down. The Tigers getting a roll on downfield. They go to the right. Now it's Thompson. Spreads it out to Tim James. As he pushes forward and is brought down, that's to the third tackle. They go out to the right. Oh, it looks a bit flat, that pass there. It's Nathan Haas. Steps around one. 25 out now, the Tigers. They need one more big run. They may go to Riley Murray. No, they're going to go to Jeff Keane. Oh, he gets smashed there by Ollie Pache. Stopped in his tracks. As they go to the left, it's going to be Tim James. Oh, no, Tim. Just runs it on the last there, Tim James. And that's very disappointing from what looked like a potential dangerous kick if they got it to a half instead. But Tim James, he does that quite often, even for a lock. I mean, I'm in the same boat, but he does do that quite often. Tim James just runs it on the last instead of getting the ball away or kicking it or anything. So, disappointing there from him. So that'll be the third tackle. They go. Bontoft now goes to Garcia. As Garcia flicks it back on the inside for Bontoft. That'll be the fourth tackle there. Fourth tackle. And just something of note, the subs going on for both teams. They'll be coming on now. Eric Irvine and Tavita Palangai for the Manly Sea Eagles, meaning Ollie Pache and Jason Farah coming off for Manly. And I mean, it's not a Tigers game without mentioning this. Their next set of props easily outclasses Manly. So Matty Harris, Rex Buckingham got a lot of tackling to do in the next period of 20. Because Sam Lillard and Robert Mobberston coming on for the Tigers could be very dangerous here. So they have to be careful, Manly. As it's going to be Tim James just driving forward. Good run there from the lock. So that'll be the third. They go to the left. Now it's going to be Sione Mataus. Mataus going through the line. And in a bit of space as he gets past the 40. And they need another big run here to back it up. Can they get it to Eli Barnes? They go to the right. It's going to be Zach Brown. He gets it to Robert Mobberston. Mobberston straight through the line. That's a big run to back it up, isn't it? As just behind the 10-meter mark now, the Tigers, they're going to play the ball. Maverick Kelly, he's got options either way. He goes out to Sione Mataus. Mataus puts it on the line here. It's going to be a very high take, but Chapman Kenny gets over it. I think he was over Tim James there. It'll be a 7-tackle set for Manly, but danger signs as the Tigers just able to make meters easily. As I said, that Tavita Palangai going straight through the West Tigers defense. Let's go, Eric Irvine. Oh, bumping off one again. Maybe the Manly forwards have outclassed the West Tigers one. I'm not too sure what's going on here, as the forwards just love a big bump off at the moment. They're going to go to Matty Harris. He's driven back in the tackle. That'll be the second. As Manly, good meters here. They may be looking to get their first points in the match in this set. That'll be the third tackle. Playing it now. They go to the right. It will be Bontoft. Now goes to Lewis. Lewis brought down. That's the fourth. Playing the ball. Out to the left again. It's going to be Palangai. Bumping off one to Vita Palangai. Looking dangerous. As now they go fifth and last. Playing the ball. Out to the left. It's going to be Cruz Bontoft. He puts it up in a very dangerous spot there. If the back is on, it could be a try, but KCK wrapped up off the bat back. And the Tigers able to defend there. But I don't think they'll be happy with how easily they let the Seagulls get down there in there. Let's go Tim James. Another run from him. He's been taking quite a few in the last couple sets. And to the left now. It's going to be Lachlan McKinnon. You go to the left. Mataus now goes to Eli Barnes. Stepping back off the left foot. Said out to the right now. Tim James. As they go. Maverick Keller. Luke Thompson puts a kick in over the top. It's going to be brought down. Dom Young. Young just in front of... Okay, sorry, just away from Eli Barnes. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't Eli Barnes. Now it's Eli Barnes. Cyrus Marks in chase, and it's Dom Young with another one. A man departing the Seagulls. at the end of the season. But a man for now flying high in their colours. Dom Young, a terrific try to put the Manly Seagulls even with the West Tigers. Obviously kick to come, but you'd get it from here, you'd think. I'm not too sure who started. It must have been Jeff Keane. Oh, sorry, Nathan Haas. And then Eli Barnes just dove early. He had half a backline chasing him, but none of them could get to him. Too much pace there from Ollie Pache. It's Carl Lewis. We'll kick this one straight over. Over the black dot, 6-all. As the Seagulls tie it up here at Brookvale. That's a terrific try here from Dom Young. Just something from nothing off the kick return. Able to get around the centre. Weaves straight off the left foot. Back on the infield away from Eli Barnes, who just gets outgassed there because he's had to do so much running so far. And just like that, Manly make this game a clean slate once more. As Eric Irvine driven back there. That's the first. They go out to the left. Now it's going to be Aaron Beckman. Brought down in the tackle. 25 out from their own line as the Seagulls. Oh, wasn't intended for Palango, but he'll take the run anyway. It's the third. As the Seagulls go out to the right, it's going to be Bontoff going on KCK. KCK stepping around one. KCK with a good run here as he's brought down by Eli Barnes. And that'll be a great battle for the rest of this match here, those two. They've both settled it well into this game, and I think that we're going to have a very interesting clash of Titans in the 1 jerseys. As we 5th and last. Tavita Palango playing the ball. They go to the left. Carl Lewis. Oh. Giving a penalty away, and that's the first of the night. The Tigers will be happy with that. That was a shocking play. Carl Lewis is having a bit of an off night for him, by his standards, that is. Just been very interesting. Very, very interesting. As they go, Robbo Mobberston now goes to Tim James. That'll be the first. Now to the right, it's going to be Luke Thompson. Goes to Jeff Keane. Second tackle there. As they're on the 30 of the Tigers. Looking to hit back and reclaim their lead. It's Robbo Mobberston through the line. Gets a flick back to Maverick Keller. Maverick Keller will score off the back of a Mobberston try assist. An offload in timely fashion for the West Tigers. Well, that's a brilliant play there. Just a ball to Robbo Mobberston. Put him straight through the line. Flick back on the inside for Keller. He goes through untouched. And that is great coordination from the West Tigers. Terrific stuff there. As Luke Thompson prepares to kick here. As it'll be 12-6. The West Tigers in the lead here. And the Tigers, you know, they had a bit of a form slump going into the finals. But well and truly, so far in the finals, they have delivered. And they have proven why they're deserving of being a spot. And it look like they're booking their way. They're halfway in the door of booking their way to a preliminary final up in Redcliffe against the Dolphins. Obviously a long way to go yet. Oh my goodness. I won't play that replay, but yeah, a forward pass to start off your set after points. Real good stuff there. That's a shocker. That's a coach killer. And it's an easy try for Buckingham. Who could have seen that one coming? Apart from everyone with eyes at this stadium. An easy try for Rex Buckingham. The forward pass. The mark is lazy in the ruck there. And Buckingham just takes full advantage of them. Straight over the line. And the West Tigers, after all that work, after a fantastic try, they let that slip. And that's disappointing. That is very, very disappointing from the West Tigers there. As Lewis. Over it goes. 12-all. The score. And wow, I mean, this is going to be a bit of a conglomerate of replays just in this bottom right corner of the screen. But have a look at this one. Rex Buckingham just shoots off from dummy half, knows exactly where he wants to go, and he does just that. He just goes. So great stuff there. As we Luke Thompson preparing to kick there. And yeah, 12-all the score, 31 minutes in. I was giving the Tigers praise, and I was saying they're halfway through the door. I'm not going to be saying that one again. They are not halfway through the door if they want to play like that. That pass was shocking. That defense was shocking. And I don't know why they got complacent with a 6-point lead, but they sure did in that set. So, disappointing, and I'm sure Riley Murray won't be happy. As that's an easy pass on the inside of KCK, dragged down by Tim James, and good thing that he's there. His defense, his expertise in defense, very much appreciated by the West Tigers side, especially in this stage in the season in the finals. As Ruben Mops goes to KCK. They're brought down in a area outside of this 20, so they won't be doing an attacking kick. It'll be a punt instead from Bontoff this time. Doesn't kick it into his own player. It's going to be Cyrus Marks able to get around Jaden Garcia there. But not away from Dom Young. It's going to be Eli Barnes getting through the middle that time. That's the Tigers just using a couple backs to start off their set. They go to Luke Thompson, now to Sam Lillard. Flicks it back to Mav Keller. Another big run from Mav Keller here. And he's been having a terrific game in support. They've just been able to offload to him in all sorts of manners and at all sorts of times. There's going to be Ben O'Donnell down the wing. Brought down by Carl Lewis, but they're only a few meters out now. As fourth tackle, they go to the right. It's going to be Tim James. Smashed in the tackle there by Tavita Palangai. Finished off by Matty Harris. Fifth and last, they go to the right. It's Mataus. Puts it up high. It's quite a deep kick, so they want a good chase on it. They go high, and Chapman Kenny. I mean, you're going to kick to him. You want to make it outside of the in goal. An easy defusal and an easy 20 meters for the Sea Eagles there. As KCK receives a bit of a stray ball. And 5 minutes left in the half. You think if there is any more tries in this game, in this half, it would be to take the lead just before halftime. Let's go to the right. Carl Lewis now goes to Kane Chapman-Kenny. It's only the third tackle, almost at the 30 now. The Sea Eagles go to the left. It's going to be Bontoff. Now he goes to Beckerman. Now they go to the right. Check KCK. He steps around one. It's KCK. They go to the left. Double pass deep to Carl Lewis. Puts it high. Who's underneath it? It's going to be... Oh, Cyrus Marks. Good take there from the winger. But he's driven back by Manly defense. Now they go Luke Thompson out to Nathan Haas. Spreading out to the wing early in the set there, the Tigers. Just so they can maybe make a bit of space through this middle. I'm not too sure what the plan is. As Robert Mobston brought down. He's had a good innings here, Robert Mobston. They go to the right. It's going to be Eli Barnes. Now goes up to Cyrus Marks. Marks steps around one. Marks brought down by KCK. They're on the 40 now. Fourth tackle. No fullback at home. Now's the time to go for a 40-20. Get it out to your half. No, they go to Jeff Keane instead. No! Luke Thompson would have been licking his lips with a 40-20 potential that was in that play. But they just didn't go for it. KCK out of action. Nowhere to be seen. That was an easy 40-20. But they just let that opportunity slip there. The Tigers, maybe they didn't notice that KCK was not out the back like he should have been. And, yeah, I'm not sure. That was a prime opportunity as they go. Matty Harris trying to barge to the middle. And I'm not too sure if the Tigers will get a touch to the ball before halftime. As they go to the left, now it's going to be Aaron Beckman. Brought down, fourth tackle. Playing the ball as Beckman. They go deep, it's going to be Cruz Bontoff, 40-20 attempt. That's a good 40-20 attempt there. In fact, that one may run, but no, it actually won't. As Eli Barnes on the kick return, he'll step around one, brought down by Lewis. And they'll have maybe one, possibly two more tackles here before halftime. As they go to the right, it's just going to be Tim James. Fending off one. Tim James, big run here from him. The hooker, sorry, the lock. Making it to the halfway, but that's halftime. 12-all here at Brookvale. We'll see you very shortly for the second half.
I'm just waiting for Kiss Cam to come on. On me. It's not happening. Do you like it? Do you like it? The environment here, do you like the footy? Yes, we're on. Yeah, we're live.
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is an amazing
Snickos. Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game. Welcome back to SRL TV, here for the finals. It is the Manly Warringah Seagulls taking on the West Tigers. And it is 12-all here at halftime. The halftime stats telling a story that it's been very, very even in terms of possession. But that being said, a lot more line breaks from the Tigers and a lot more tackles made from the Seagulls. They'll be getting tired in the middle. And they have just been playing great tonight, the Tigers. The way that they've risen to the occasion, they have really stepped up a game. And impressed so far, so quite an impressive feat for them to be where they are in this match, I think. But at the halftime, biggest performers from the Tigers especially, Lachlan McKinnon, Mav Keller, Eli Barnes, Tim James, all over 100 run meters for them in that first half and really standing out. I think Keller was amongst their best, and hooker. He's actually come off the field now to make way for Charlie Rossini to come out of hooker. So not too sure whether that will be a help or a hindrance, but Rossini, he played excellently there last week, so we will see. And of course, the top performers, Dom Young, and I think it was Rex Buckingham for the Seagulls, over 100 metres. Buckingham scoring that try, their second try to put them back level on the scoreboard. Something worth a note, 12-all was the score last week when the Tigers beat the Sharks at halftime. It was the score, so they then proceeded to put another 30 on with this second half team, as that's a held in tackle penalty. And this will not hurt at all for the Tigers. There's way too long in the tackle there. And yeah, I think that certainly this team that they fielded in the second half especially, bit of strength in it. It's a big possibility here that the Tigers could just be able to replicate their success from last week and run away with a bit of I don't know, electricity. We'll see what happens if the Seagulls, if they don't really kick into gear soon. As Mataus, he'll play the ball. 12 metres out from the try line. They go. Inside ball, flick pass to Tim James. Gets it away. It's Rossini, but he's wrapped up well. Good tackle there from Jimmy Ralph. As now they go to the left, it's David Barner. Look at a barge over. And he's brought down just short of the line. Going out now, Rossini goes to Mataus. Gets the ball away to McKinnon. McKinnon unable to bump off or really do anything with the bit of a scrappy ball out to him there. Hospital pass, but did well to hold on to it. They go to the right. It's going to be Sione Mataus. Mataus puts a kick in. It's going to be Eli Barnes, but he's not gone for the line. He's gone a bit haywire there, to be honest. And the Tigers unable to score, but looking dangerous in the first set, as that's a big hit there from Sam Lillard. And the main objective here for the Tigers is just to defend strong. They had a good defensive, very good defensive sets in that first half. It's about replicating that in the second half and shutting down Manly in their meter making. If they can do that and not make any silly errors like they did in their line for that second try for Manly to run through, they will come out of this game victorious and their season still alive. So we'll see what happens. KCK, he gets around Eli Barnes. It's a big run there from KCK. He's brought down by Tim James. He's been everywhere, Tim, tonight. As that'll be the fifth and last. The Tigers, can they hold out Manly? I don't know if they can. They go to Bontoff. He puts it on the ground. Oh, it's Kyle Lewis in a gap. And the Seagulls take the lead. All too easy for Manly there as they show off their finals pedigree. We'll just have a look at this kick here. It was a great run from KCK. Got around Eli Barnes. He's out of position for this last play. Bontoff puts it, knows that Barner's going to push off there. So he puts it just where Barner will run past. And Lewis straight into that gap. McKinnon couldn't shut it. Rossini couldn't shut it. And Carl Lewis over for a try any day of the week. It's a play that we see time and time again from this halves pairing. This time at the West Tigers' expense. And Manly, they are not going to be complacent in this second half. The first touch from them there, looking very strong indeed. As that'll be 18-12. 46 minutes in the match here. And we actually need some bench players to score if you're a Muzbet 3 person. Personally didn't Muzbet this week because whoever wrote them didn't write very good ones. Definitely didn't forget to put one on. But yes, we got one last week, a 14. We need a 15, 16, or 17. Oh, 15, 16, and 17. Two of those three need to score in this second half here. I think your best bet's someone like Ewan Mayava for that 16 jersey. Maybe he's in the 17 jersey. So probably both West Tigers, Ewan Mayava and Charlie Rossini, your best bets in this one. As Aaron Beckman getting through the line. But certainly don't count out the likes of Jimmy Ralph and Bozzy Lewis going into this second half. Especially Bozzy Lewis, I believe he's in the centres. So that'll definitely make him a good chance. As Carl Lewis pushing forward. A good set after points here from Manly. As they go out to Jimmy Ralph. And that'll be the fourth tackle. Fifth and last here. They go Buckingham out to Bontoft. He puts it very high. Maybe an easy take here for the Tigers if they get onto it. Yeah, O'Donnell taking the catch easily there. And out to the 20 for a 7-tackle set here for the Tigers this time. And seeing if they can make the most of it or not. As we go out to left, David Barner. Wrapped up well. Not making many meters in that tackle. I'm going to be a bit expansive here because it looks like the Manly defense is crowding around and predicting plays. They didn't even bother going for Sione Mata'us there. They knew James was getting the ball and just went straight to him as that's Lachlan McKinnon. It's the third. Out to the right. Now goes Sione Mata'us. Pass out to David Barner. That'll be the fourth tackle. As the Tigers just creep up downfield position. But this has been great defense here from the Seagulls. Contains them only about 30 meters and 7 tackles. That's great defense there from the Seagulls as they've really come out firing in this second half. Mata'us having a rocket one downfield to Shannon Freeburn. He steps around one. Shannon Freeburn looking to weave inside. Can't get away from Eli Barnes. And that will be the first. As they go, Carl Lewis. Playing the ball, they go to left, it's Freeburn again. Freeburn straight through the line, breaking a tackle two, stepping around one. Brought down by Barnes eventually, but a destructive run from Shannon Freeburn. As they go to left, it's Ollie Parche now, straight through the line. Barnes can't get to him, and it's going to be Ollie Parche. No, it's going to be a try-saving tackle there. And it was Nathan Haas, I think, with a try-saver. Able to stop that one. Have a look at this one again. And that is just pure determination there from Nathan Haas to chase down Ollie Parche. Parche thought he was in for another Season 9 try. But Haas getting under the ball there and knocking it out. Able to stop points being scored. And the Tigers stay alive in this one. A 12-point deficit. I'm not sure if they'll be able to catch it at this stage in the match. It is a very gritty and physical match through the middle for both teams here. And a big difference, you know, more than a one-score game could really make it hard for one team. I think it's going to have to be a tight one here tonight. It's going to be Shannon Freeburn stepping around one again, and they need to man up some defense out on that left side. Zachary Brown, I think he's missed more than he's made tonight. Freeburn being electric and dangerous on the right wing. That'll be the second. Buckingham goes out to Lewis, now goes to Bontoft. The 5 taking the run. That's a third tackle. Going out to the right again. It's going to be Matty Harris. Gets the ball away to Jimmy Ralph. So he's brought down and we come off in about 7 minutes. They go. Ball out to Parche. Parche looking to go past Tim James. And he can't quite... Sorry, David Barner rather. But he can't do that. It's just on their opposition 40 now. They pass deep to Lewis, who puts it down to the wing of Ben O'Donnell. And what can O'Donnell do here? He's had a quiet final series so far. He gets around KCK. As I say that, Ben O'Donnell racing away. No one inside. He's clear as anything. He's clear as day. And that'll be a try. Ben O'Donnell. That is phenomenal. as the West Tigers claim the lead. And there you go. An easy 4-pointer there for Ben O'Donnell, or what looked like one. Casey Kay just got absolutely burnt by him. And it'll be 18-all, 55 minutes into the match. About 5 minutes remaining before those subs made at halftime and the forwards come off. And then another 5 minutes after that, there will be the locks coming off. So, not a whole lot of time left for some star power. You're looking at the likes of Jimmy Ralph coming off. Sam Lillard coming off. David Barner, who'll be back on though. And then in 10 minutes will be Matty Harris and Tim James coming off for the final time in this game. Ollie Pacho coming back on at lock for Manly and David Barner for the Tigers. So, a lot to come yet, but certainly a big closing 20 we've got coming up. As now they go. Now to Lachlan McKinnon. He's got space on the outside. Casey Kay, he can cut him off. And we'll get the flick pass back to Mataus. And Mataus will... Oh, I thought he ran away there. Just need to put my glasses on, maybe. They go to David Barner. He puts it out to the wing of Ben O'Donnell. Wrapped up well of Shannon Freeburn and Freddie Anderson. Wrapping him up on the 30. They go to the right. Now it's Mataus. Pass it out to Lachlan McKinnon. Almost getting away there from Jimmy Ralph. He's had a great game, Lachlan McKinnon, tonight. As that'll be the fourth. Playing the ball. They go to the left now. It's going to be David Barner. Barner goes out to O'Donnell. O'Donnell brought down. 10 metres out now. Fifth and last. The Tigers, they're looking to take the lead here. Could they do it? They go out to the right. It's going to be Sione Mataus. No, it's going to be a knock-on from David Barner. Smashes Jimmy Ralph when he catches the ball. Frustrated with himself as he's let his team down there. And the Tigers, David Barner just lets that opportunity go begging. They will be filthy with themselves, as that'll only be the second tackle. And that is a tough cop for the West Tigers. Now Matty Harris. Fending off one. Getting it to Jimmy Ralph. Ralph's in a bit of space. McKinnon in a foot race. Brings him down. And that'll be the third. Good thing that it was Lachlan McKinnon there and not some slower or less. Oh, it's Bozzy Lewis. The try scorer, number 17. For the Sea Eagles tonight. And they've reclaimed the lead. Brilliant stuff there from Bozzy Lewis. A simple pass out to him. It's a cutout pass. He gets around Ewan Mayava and Nathan Haas. And the try, too easy for him. As the Manly Sea Eagles reclaim the lead just before their second last substitution. And that'll go towards your jersey bingo. For those of you that took Muzbet 3, be happy days for you. Only 8 people taking that. Oh, and the conversion actually missed there from Carl Lewis. Could come back to haunt them here, Manly. And a rare miss for him. He doesn't miss very often, Carl Lewis, at all. But now all you need now is a 15 or a 16 to score a try in this match. And anyone taking Muzbet 3 will be very happy indeed. As Luke Thompson puts the kick in. Going deep down to the edge of Cruz Bontoff. They go to the right. It'll be Ollie Pache. So he'll come off just for a 5-minute breather in about 30 or so seconds. That'll be their final proper rotation of the match, you'd think. Unless there are any injuries. As they go to the right now, it's Carl Lewis. Carl Lewis straight to the line. Gets and brought down just on the halfway. That'll be the third. As they play it. Going out to the left. Now it's going to be Matty Harris. Pushing forward and brought down just past the 40. That'll be the fourth tackle. Out to the left now. It's going to be Cruz Bontoff. Goes out to Aaron Beckman. As Beckman will play the ball. They go to the left. It's going to be Cruz Bontoff. Kicks it from just inside that 40. Down to Cyrus Marks. Marks stepping around one. And brought down. That'll be the first. As Riley Murray back on the field. As they're going to go Nathan Haas in a bit of space. The second rower. He's got a lot of pace on him. Casey Kay brings him down. But the Tigers in good position now. Riley Murray back on the field. Surely he puts himself over here. He had a great first half, first stint. Maybe looking to make a big impact, the captain. As that'll be the third. The Tigers go up to the left. It's Sione Mataus. Now goes to Eli Barnes. Steps around one. Clobbered by defense. And push back. as that'll be the fourth. Rossini, shifty pass to Mataus through the middle, and almost tricked Manly, but they're able to defuse that. As Mataus playing the ball, Rossini goes out to the right. It's going to be Luke Thompson, puts it up high out to the right side. Ewan Mayava, can he get a tap? No, Dom Young takes it well, but they may drag him back in his own in goal. Unable to do that. And a good set from the Tigers, but the Dom bomb defusal, we'll call it. The Dom bomb defusal. Just too good there from the Seagulls. As now it's going to be Cruz Bontoft. Brought down. That's the third. Buckingham goes out to Beckman as he's pushed back there. The Seagulls struggling for meters in this set, unable to escape their 20 here. They go to Buckingham and he passes out to Bontoft, who goes to Farah. And that's a great defensive set. I reckon no more than 20 meters. I reckon under 20 meters gain there from the Seagulls. And that's put the Tigers in a good position for the kick return. Well, a fairly good position. A big kick has actually helped out the Seagulls a lot there. And they still need a big set, but Eli Barnes looking to do just that. A big run here from him as he gets well and truly into the opposition half. And just able to step... Oh, and too long in the tackle there. It's Casey K. And he may be in a bit of trouble here, Casey K. Manly on their final warning. If they hold down one more time, there may be a player sent to the sin bin. And I'll tell you what, I don't think the Tigers would mind that player being Casey K. One bit, as they almost spoil it there. Luke Thompson able to hold on. But the Tigers, you don't want to be playing with fire because you will get burnt. They go to Riley Murray. He goes up to Mav Keller. Smashed in the tackle there. It's Jason Farah. Second tackle. They go to the right. Now Mataus shifts it off to Eli Barnes. Barnes breaking the tackle. Steps around. Eli Barnes. It's brilliant. It's Barnes. The West Tigers tie up the game through their fullback. And that is one of the great final tries. Jaden Garcia brushed off. Steps around Bontoft. Slides past Casey K. And the West Tigers in for another one tonight. Luke Thompson. An important kick here to possibly put his team in front by 2. With less than 15 minutes to go now. I'm not sure about this one. But he puts that one through 24-22. The West Tigers in the lead now. Don't go anywhere, gentlemen. Don't go anywhere, ladies. There is plenty of time left in this one, and there is plenty of game to be played. This will be exciting. This is where the fun begins. As we kick off as Carl Lewis once again and Manly, you'd think they'd be reluctant to give any sort of penalties away, so you'd think that their ruck speed will speed up a lot here. Possibly giving the West Tigers an edge in attack. Just because they don't want anyone sent to the bin, and if they are to play next week, they certainly don't want to be missing any players. Because in this stage in the season, and we know what happens when you miss players in a finals. Just look at the Sharks last season. As Mav Keller brought down. They go to the right. Now it goes to Luke Thompson. He goes out to Nathan Haas. Fourth tackle there. As they pass the ball. Luke Thompson puts a kick in. Oh, it's a shocking kick though. And Aaron Beckman able to catch it. They're inside the 40 to start their set here, the Seagulls. That was a shocker for Luke Thompson. As they go out to, now it's Oli Pache. Fending off one. Gets an offload away back to Jaden Garcia. Brought down as that's the second. Playing the ball. They go to the left. It's going to be Cruz Bontoft. Inside ball. There's got to be a Tiger there. It's Rossini coming away with it. And he fends off one. Charlie Rossini. Good run there from the hooker. And the Tigers out of some hot water. Very well done from Charlie Rossini. They go out to the left. Zachary Brown. Gets it to Ben O'Donnell. He tries and steps around, but brought down by Freddie Anderson. Quick play the ball there. As they go out to the right, it's going to be Zachary Brown. Flicks it back to Mav Keller. The Tigers, they're not even milking. They don't have to milk. They're just getting up and being allowed to get up really, really fast here. As Eli Barnes looking to peel away, but he can't get away from Aaron Beckman. As that'll be the 20-meter mark. They go out to the right side. It's Ewan Mayava. Brought down. 10 meters out. Fifth and last now. Charlie Rossini acting half. Where are they going to go? Luke Thompson's out in his pocket. They go to David Barner for the kick. Barner puts a bit of a floater up. It's going to be well taken by Shannon Freeburn. And he'll be brought down 5 meters out from his own line. A reminder, only 2 points separating these teams. Almost a penalty there given away. But the Tigers are able to avoid that one, as that'll be the second. Buckingham goes out to Kyle Lewis. Inside pass to KCK. Third tackle. So they play the ball out to the left now. Cruz Bontoff goes to Aaron Beckman. As that'll be the fourth. I don't want to make any real big meters here. The Manly Seagulls, they really need to make some meters. And KCK unable to get away from Lachlan McKinnon. He's had his number tonight, Lachlan McKinnon. Often we see that left second rower get stepped a lot by fullbacks, but McKinnon has well and truly been able to shut down KCK in almost every opportunity he's gotten. As it's going to be Ben O'Donnell stepping around a few before being brought down by Kyle Lewis. Let's go to the right. It's going to be Lachlan McKinnon straight through the line in a bit of space. Gets an offload away to David Barner. Good stuff there from Lachlan McKinnon. That's the second tackle. The Tigers, they're looking to put this game to bed. They're looking for a try. They're looking for their main man, Eli Barnes. He gets around one but can't get away from KCK. We're almost on an Eli Barnes hat-trick there. As they go out to the right, now it goes to Luke Thompson, goes to Ewan Mayava, now to Cyrus Marks. Marks, can he score? Can he push over? No, he can't, and very dangerous there, Cyrus Marks. Held up the call from Max Topoke. As now fourth, they go to left. It's going to go Luke Thompson. Now to Riley Murray. Fifth and last here. Where can they go? They've got options all over the park. Do they go to Sione Mataus? Yes, they do. He puts it up high out the left side. O'Donnell underneath it, but it'll be well taken by Freddie Anderson. And that'll be the first. The Tigers, a good attacking set, but finished off with a questionable kick. They've put it up high a couple times every time. Manly have been able to make the most of it. They've been able to get the ball back. Put it on the ground. That's where you're going to find your success here. I'm not too sure why they're not, but anyway, as we move on, Freddie Anderson. Brought down just past the 20. Fourth tackle. The Seagulls go to the left. Kane Chapman-Kenny wrapped up again. And geez, this Tigers defense, this last 15 or so minutes, has been immense. Immense defensive pressure from them. The Seagulls, they've had no ground. They've had no positioning to get them anywhere near points. And now it's Eli Barnes stepping around Pache just to get their set up to a little bit better than what it would have been. And 5 minutes left. 2 points in the lead. And this game's not done. It's the next score wins. It's as simple as that. Whoever scores next wins. I think there's one more score somewhere in this game to be had as it's David Barner through the line. A great run there as it's held down in the tackle but allowed to get up eventually. They go out to the right. Now it's going to be Mataus. Inside ball to Riley Murray. He's not able to get away from Jason Farah. One more tackle here, or two more tackles actually, as Murray plays the ball. They go to the left. Now it's going to be Lachlan McKinnon. 15 metres out. Less than 5 on the clock. This is the moment that makes or breaks halves champions. As Mataus puts it high out to the left. It's a good kick that time. It's a very good kick. It's Eli Barnes. It's Barnes for the try. He's put the Tigers through to a preliminary final. And Eli Barnes, the try scorer, on a hat-trick. Back to his best. The Tigers, in their very first final series in their history, through to a preliminary final against the Dolphins. And that is simply brilliant. I said it before from Barnes, but this time it's true as well. Simply brilliant from the West Tigers. But they've still got to get this kick. And they get it. Luke Thompson snapping it perfectly. 8 points in the lead now. And you'd think that's a 2-score game now for Manly. With less than, by the time they kick this, they'll probably just be on 3 minutes remaining. The Tigers have pulled off an all-time performance here. And they'll have to they'll be one step away or 160 minutes of rugby league away from their very first premiership. It's never been done before. A premiership in your first season has never been done before. And the Tigers are looking like they're a good chance of doing just that. As that's the second tackle. They go out to the left now. It's Lachlan McKinnon. Brought down. Third tackle now. As out to the right, it's going to be Sione Mataus. Goes to Riley Murray. Brought down. That'll be the fourth. Going out to the right, Luke Thompson. Now it's out to the fifth. Playing the ball. They go out right. It's going to be Ewan Mayava. kicking it deep, and Dom Young stepping around one. Dom Young looking to get a try and possibly turn things around for them, but I think it's a little bit too far out of reach for the Seagulls now. Their season fading before their eyes, and they've had a fantastic season, Manly. As a penalty, not much going on there. Mandatory penalty, but it's not going to make much of a difference at the end of the day. But the Seagulls have had a great season. They went from being wooden spoon favourites to minor premierships favourites to premiership favourites. But the Tigers able to knock them off here. And in quite the fashion. Aaron Beckman playing the ball. Out to the left, Bozzy Lewis. Just short of the 20 now, that's the second. And only 5 seconds left on the clock. One final play. It's going to go to Vice-Captain Aaron Beckman. And that is 80 minutes of rugby league done. Your semi-final is complete. It's the West Tigers. They've come from a very hard position. And they've come in an extreme fashion to beat the Seagulls. A game of ups and downs, a roller coaster affair. But a terrific match from both teams. You got your money's worth tonight if you were watching. And we're all watching. And let me just look over some of the stats here. 26 and 28 completions from the Tigers. 20 from 25 for the Seagulls. Quite a few errors from them. 8 in the end. 183 tackles from them. That's about 24 more tackles than the Tigers made. A lot more missed tackles and about 9 more line breaks from the West Tigers tonight. We'll move on to some individual stats. And Rex Buckingham was great at hooker tonight. 251 run meters, 23 tackles, missed three, but had 3 line breaks as well, and that great try. Casey K kept to a minimum 179 run meters, 5 line breaks, didn't score tonight. Beckham was great at second row. Dom Young really coming into his own, as was Shannon Freeman, a great winger, but Dom Young, young winger, coming into his own finally and really doing some great stuff, but both of them missing a lot of tackles. Bontoff missing a lot of tackles, as was Freddie Anderson tonight. Carl Lewis did a lot of tackling at halfback, 20. Mobs 25 at right second row, so a lot of tackling tonight from this Seagulls side, and it really put them under pressure in some key moments. So interesting enough in that matchup. Just to move on now to the Tigers, and Eli Barnes 216 run meters, 11 line breaks and 3 tries. Does the performance get better from a fullback? That's a rhetorical question. No, it does not. Lachlan McKinnon, similar thing. 210, 9 tackles, 5 line breaks. He was phenomenal. How many offloads did he get? I couldn't count them. And just superb. Superb, simply superb. Great stuff from him. Ben O'Donnell was fantastic. Keller was phenomenal in that first half at hooker. Mata'us had a good game. 3 try assists to him. Cyrus Marks played decently. Riley Murray, especially in that first stint, also really, really good. James was good tonight, and Rossini in that second half. Playing at hooker. Excellent stuff from him. So some really good stuff all over the park here. Shout out to Nathan Haas, actually. He had a really good game, especially in that second half, moving to second row. So shout out to him. Some good performance, though, all here. But it was a team effort from the Tigers. And they really, really stood out as a team. Just their coordination. Their support running. They just got them down the field and in positions to score tries. And that's what it was about tonight for them. That's what won them the game, just their ability to play as a team and play as one unit. They were phenomenal. So, well done to the West Tigers. They're through to a semi-final against the Dolphins next week. A big congratulations to them. That is finals week 2 of season 9, all wrapped up here tonight. It's been a pleasure having you. I've been Will Kay, your commissioner. Make sure you tune in next week for the semi-finals. Sorry, for the preliminary finals, as both teams. It'll be the Dolphins versus the Tigers and the Storm versus the Bulldogs. And all those 4 teams fighting off for one last game for the Premiership. It's been a pleasure having you. Make sure you tune in next week for preliminary finals action.